And when I left my job in 2016, but I started selling life insurance and retirement plans, so I was door knocking and cold calling. Door knocking, people slamming their door in my face, people not answering the phone, cold calling, they cursing me out. I got to face all this adversity, all this rejection. I just bought my mom a crib about a month ago. Her birthday was February 11th, so shout out to mom. So I bought her a crib. Yeah, like, no, I got so many people reposted that, so many reached out and was like, yo, they was just really saying that that's what it was all about at the end of the day. They was like, I don't care about none else. And I feel the same way, like none of the jewelry, none of the cars, none of that stuff mattered. That meant the most to me. I got mom's house built and finished before I took care of myself. So my house is actually just got done and get finished being built. And the beautiful part is my mom is 10 minutes down the street from me. Is why I built her house.
In the credit space, you had a software.
Yep.
How has that been going?
This is crazy. This guy ran up on me when I was literally walking in the door.
66 points up, bro. Dang, bro. Come on, man. Listen.
If you're going to live in, listen, if you not rock a Retro 2, you need to rock a Retro 2.
Let them know, bro.
It's the results for me.
It's the results for me, too.
And investing in yourself.
Yeah.
Trusting in yourself.
And they've used this software for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. We talking about $300, $400, $500 and deleting hundreds and thousands of dollars in bankruptcies. Like, it's worth it. You just got to be patient. Like, it's going to happen. So whether you want to do this for yourself or you want to start a credit repair company, once you subscribe and you pay that $97 or you get a rate plan for $147, I don't care which rate plan you get. When you click that subscription and your email, you go in there, I'm gonna make sure everybody gets that ebook. All 4 of my ebooks are free.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Just a big announcement I wanted to share. We are launching the Motion and Success community, guys. So look, this is where we're gonna be giving out the game on business funding, credit, as well as how to grow online organically. See, a lot of times, a lot of people are the best kept secret. A lot of times, a lot of people don't have access to capital to start their business and fund their dreams. This is the community where we're literally going to be showing you guys how to do that. But this is what we're going to do, right? So for anybody listening to this, I'm going to be dropping my course in there for free. How to grow from 0 to 100K in under a year. Listen, we did it, so why can't you? We're also going to be having Cody drop his course in there, showing you what banks to go to, how to get access to funding. Literally, guys, this is the tools that you need to take yourself to the next level. Cody, break it down for them.
One thing that I realized, everybody and a mother has this one problem. A lot of times they have the problem with the credit, they have the problem with the building the credit, and they also have problems going out and finding the lenders out there. So what I'm gonna be doing inside this free course is literally breaking out all of this information for you guys, so that way you can literally eliminate all those challenges and go out and start having some motion and success for yourself. Not only that, we're gonna be talking about scalability, because a lot of times we done had dozens on top of dozens of 6, 7, and 8-figure earners on our platform. So we're gonna invite them back inside our community, so that way you guys can be able to understand and ask more detailed questions and get your questions answered. That way you can start having some motion and success for yourself. So go ahead and comment the word motion down below, so that way you could be one of the first 50 people to go ahead and get our free courses inside. All right, y'all, so welcome back to another episode of Motion and Success. Listen, y'all, my name is Cody Brown. I got my co-host with me today.
Yes, Ion. Yo, we in the A for this one, man. So y'all already know we had to tap in with one of the high-level entrepreneurs out here. So this is a long overdue one, bro.
Yeah, I think so. I agree, bro. And today we're going to be interviewing Dion Coopwood, the mastermind behind a lot of entrepreneurs that are growing and scaling, you know, all over the country. Definitely anytime you say, like, yo, I know Dion, is like, yo, like, I know Dion too. Right. Everybody knows Dion pretty much. And everybody is in the coaching program, just learning and being able to get that information to grow and scale their business. So, Dion, I just want to say thank you for pulling up, bro.
Absolutely, bro.
Definitely appreciate you.
Yeah,
you know, we're coming from New York and trying to figure out everything in this new studio. So now we here. We with Dion. So just go ahead, introduce yourself, bro. Tell the people who you are and how you help the people out, man.
So, man, on all social platforms, y'all can find me at Mr. Phenomenal Power. I am the coach. I'm the coach's coach. You know, a lot of people may not verbally express it or say it, but a lot of these coaches in the space right now that you guys see killing it and crushing it and making a lot of money in a short period of time versus a lot of money over a long period of time, I'm somewhere probably behind the scenes coaching these individuals and helping them grow and scale. And the beautiful thing about, you know, being a coach's coach is that I've taken the opportunity to believe in myself to help other people get to the next level. And then I'm seeing them believe in themselves enough to take other people to the next level. And so it's like it's a trickle down blessing effect that's been happening, and I love it, man. And so I just help individuals, entrepreneurs start growing, scale their business by way of leveraging their credit and create digital products and services so that way they can make money in their sleep versus on their feet.
Man, that's amazing. That's definitely amazing, bro. And you know, us being, you know, in the podcast space, we definitely had some of your mentees pull up.
Yeah.
And all of them, they highly successful. They always on the podcast giving game. And then I'm like,
but name a few. Just I don't know. I just name a few. I'm trying to think.
we have JD.
Yeah.
JD. Bree.
Yep,
yeah,
Rihanna. Yeah.
Rihanna. We had
Ebony.
Tactician, Ebony.
Yep.
Ebony.
Yep.
Both Ebony's.
Joy.
Yep.
Both Ebony's actually. We had Joy. Oh yeah, my fault. You can't hear me. We had Joy. We had
Yeah. Joy Hunt, Ebony.
we had Nurse Lloyd,
Nurse Lois, Brianna Johnson, JD. I don't know.
Darius too.
Darius Benders. Yeah.
Darius.
Yeah. He's
So
crushing
it's a lot, you know. And I was also in DTD as well. So
Come on
definitely.
now. Come on now.
We're gonna start right here for sure. So you could probably kick it off, man.
Yeah, so I definitely want to know like the backstory, you know, behind, you know, how you became so successful, and you know, you basically making millionaires overnight at this point. So like, what's the backstory, but like, you know, how you jumped into entrepreneurship and how you've been able to create so many millionaires?
I think it's a concept of, you know, being faithful and being out of control, but not out of control, but just out of their control. And when I say that, what I mean by that is, I worked a job for almost a decade, and I never really realized how much I didn't fit into a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never realized it. But I should have known, and I should have realized it before they realized it because of my track record. I tell people all the time, they say, man, you know, these coaches and these entrepreneurs, man, they be out here scamming people. No, the reality is that you scammed yourself. And the reason why I say that is because you got to be willing to like do your due diligence and do your homework, do your research. If you go back and you scroll to my Instagram, I've never deleted anything. And the reason why is because I want you to see my track record. You go on my Instagram, you go on my Facebook, you will see when I was in high school and college for the most part. You could see I was winning in high school. I won in basketball in high school. I won in college when I was playing basketball, played in the Sweet 16. You see what I'm saying? I've been a team player, been coachable, been winning all of my life. Then I get out of college and I go to a job and I was #1 sales rep, #1 assistant manager, #1 store manager, #1 district manager. I've been winning all my life, and all of this is on my Instagram. Then I leave my job in 2016 and I pursue entrepreneurship and I went full time. But the crazy part is the whole time I was working my job, I was a tribal barber and I had a clothing brand and I was winning doing that. But at the same time, I was learning lessons. So I was failing because I was working a job, trying to run a business, and it wasn't all working out. I'm like, I just need to leave my job and I need to like go all in. Yeah. And when I left my job in 2016, I didn't even know what I wanted to do. But I started selling life insurance and retirement plans. So I was door knocking and cold calling. And then guess what's crazy? The first 6 months of me doing it, I ain't make no money. But I was broke as hell. And I never quit, never gave up, never gave in, never gave out. Door knocking, people slamming their door in my face, people not answering the phone, cold calling, they cursing me out. I got to face all this adversity, all this rejection. Like it wasn't and back in 2016, you weren't going to DM somebody on the internet and get them to pay you or that just wasn't, and then you have to think life insurance in 2016, wasn't nobody trying to hear that. So, and it wasn't no internet. You couldn't I couldn't Instagram nobody and set an appointment. I couldn't fix it. That wasn't what it was in 2016. Like how it is today. Oh, it's easy. See, the pandemic made it easy because the pandemic forced young people and grannies to get on Zoom and use the internet. Yeah. People wasn't going to jobs no more. They was at home saying, you got to get on this conference thing. You got to use Skype. You got to use Zoom. You got to FaceTime. Like people understood that it was okay to do business on the internet. But prior to that, I had to figure it out the hard way. And so when people look at me now, they look at the success that I've created for myself and the success I've created for other people. This ain't overnight. For 10 years before I got into entrepreneurship, I've dominated the decade. That's why my company's called Dominate the Decade. I've dominated 10 years of just truly being successful, like growing through what I had to go through, like understanding that, you know, my gram was going to be a part of my glory and my test was going to be a part of my testimony. But people don't see that now. They're like, this dude, he got it good. And he seemed like he's an overnight success. It's not an overnight success. What I'm teaching from experience. I'm teaching from what I did, What didn't work, I had to remove that out. This worked, I had to add that in there. And I'm going to teach you what I'm doing in real time so you can get the same results, if not better. Because I'm not one of them coaches where it's like, well, I hope you do good, but not better than me.
Right.
Like, I got some students, they crushing that. I have yet to have anybody doing better than me financially, but I got some people that's very close. I got some people that's doing 500, 600K a month. Like, they're doing great. Not quite at my level, but they're doing great. And it's like, that comes from me understanding, knowing no matter what industry you're in, no matter where you are, no matter where you are on earth, who you are, what industry you're in, who you service and how you service them, I know how to teach you how to make a lot of money.
Wow. So what gave you that thick skin, like doors getting closed on your face, 6 months, no money?
Yeah.
Like, what kept you like going like, nah, this has to work?
Because, bro, I was at my job, and for me to be at my job almost a decade, I was at Sprint and T-Mobile, and I was selling phones then. So selling became something that was second nature to me. But me being there and me realizing, I'm like, y'all got to think, I was a district manager, and I was running multiple stores, like 10, 12 stores, right? I'm seeing these nightly deposits of 15,000, 20 per store, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. Don't let an iPhone get launched. 100,000, 180,000 per day. Every day. And all y'all giving me is 130 for running all of this. I said, nah, I gotta be good enough. If I'm making y'all millions, I'm at least worth 1 million at least. I just gotta have enough grit, and I gotta have enough faith, and I gotta have enough want in me to go get my million. Cause life ain't gonna give it to me. Yeah. Like, I gotta go and get it. So I said, okay, cool. In October of 2016, I said that I never work a job ever again. I am mentally, physically, spiritually unemployable. I said, I don't want to go back to a job. I'm gonna figure this thing out. It hurt. It was rough. It was a sacrifice, but I got through it. Like, you really grow through what you go through. And I understood. And it wasn't like I wasn't taking L's. I was just learning lessons along the way in order to get to where I wanted to go. So I said, well, if this is what you pay me and I know I'm worth more, I got to go get my money. That's what kept me going. I couldn't give up. I couldn't quit. And at the same time, too, like most people say, well, I can't quit a job, or I can't do this, I can't do that because I got a wife, or I got a husband, or I got kids, I got a mortgage, I got a car note. I had wife, at the time, 2 kids, 2 car notes, and a mortgage. And this is why I teach financial literacy to this day, because financial literacy and credit really changed my life from a standpoint of when I left my job in 2016, I had $40,000 in available credit. And I said the average American is only making $40,000. This is back in 2016. So if they could live off $40,000, I can too. So I leveraged my credit to pay my bills, put food on the table, pay my mortgage. Hell, at the time, I was separated from my first mother, my child. I had to pay child support with my credit card. I'm just keeping it real. And for 6 months, I wasn't making no money. And I ain't never make no excuses though. See, every single day I realized that we get to find 2 things. We get to find a way to find an excuse. Every single day. You're either going to find a way to get it done, or you're going to find an excuse for the reason why you're not going to get it done. And I was like, nah, I'm going to get it done. Period. Wasn't nothing going to get in my way. And so when you got to think, if you in my coaching program and you get to hear me saying this to you every day, something in you is going to change. Yeah. And this is why the people that I'm coaching, they performing at a high level, because they saying, well, if he not going to accept less than, why should I accept less than? If he making me, you see what I'm saying? Like, you become a different person. You become a different animal. Your instincts become totally different. And what's crazy to me is, being at the level that I'm at, I feel like I still got work to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you get to a point to where it no longer becomes about the money. I'm past, it's about money. I'm past that point. Yeah. And this is what's even crazy for y'all and y'all audiences. I became an entrepreneur full-time in 2016. We got 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 6 years into my journey. At 2021, I was broke as hell all over again.
Hey family, just a big announcement I wanted to share with you guys. We just launched the Motion and Success community. So listen, a lot of times, a lot of you guys are struggling online to grow your social media platform. You're considered the best kept secret. Literally, no one knows you. You got a business, but if your business is not online, you're literally a secret. We're going to be showing you guys how to grow from 0 to 100K online organically. If we did it, you guys can definitely do it too. We had influencers like Queen Latifah, Rick Ross, Usain Bolt, and many others liking our content, and this was all done organically. If you want to know those specific strategies on how you can take your brand and your business to the next level and start putting more money in your pocket, getting more leads for your business, getting more clients, and taking yourself to the next level of entrepreneurship? Comment the word motion down below and let's start creating you some motion and definitely some success, but more importantly, some leads that convert into dollars.
Like zero.
Like zero, took out a loan to pay my mortgage, zero. Like now we talk about 3 kids, a wife. I got double my expenses because I was doing good. But then we back to zero because I had left the life insurance industry. I started a solar renewable energy company during the pandemic, and that was good. We was making good money doing that. But then we was in the Midwest, and so we had the snow season, and nobody wasn't signing up. And then like the customer service and all of these other companies I was working with, it just wasn't working out. So I was like, this ain't gonna work. But here's what's crazy. This is how I got into the financial industry. Outside of me saying, well, dang, credit really changed my life because I was able to leverage my credit to get my entrepreneurial journey started. I had to go back to it because I got in a situation to where a lot of the people that we was trying to get to go solar, they didn't have a good enough credit score to go solar. See, solar ain't about money. It's about credit score. You had to have a 650 credit score higher, and it's a no money down program. But when I had somebody to go solar, I was getting paid $10,000 to $20,000 per house. So if I got you to sign up, I'm making 10 to 20 G's per house. So I made some good money. But then it just wasn't, it being in the Midwest, it's not like the West Coast. We don't get as much sun. It wasn't making as much sense to people. Nobody on your block got solar. So I'm fighting tooth and nail. Then nobody was qualifying. So I started a credit repair company inside my solar company to repair their credit to get them to go solar so I could catch the bag. So I was making a little credit bag, but I really was doing that to catch the big bag going solar. But then when the solar company tanked, I went broke. And I'm like, yo, I ain't got no bread. I'm like, I told my wife, I'm like, we can't do nothing. We can't buy nothing. We can't do nothing. This 2021. We only in 2025. This is 4 years ago, I took out a loan to pay my mortgage. 4 years ago, I took out a loan to pay my mortgage. Now I'm an 8-figure earner. Come on, man.
That's crazy.
Come on.
Life would change real quick.
Just like that.
Yeah.
But think about this. What if I would have quit? What if I would have quit? What if I would have quit?
You'd never met.
We would have never met. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here on this podcast. I wouldn't be the person I wouldn't have the impact. I couldn't have the effect and impact that I have on the culture in our community today. Because you got to think, this happened at the same time. In 2021, went broke, took out a loan, started paying my mortgage, and paid my employees what I owed them so that way I could shut the solar company down. At the same time, I took a flight to Miami, and I paid for my first coach and my first mentor. And I didn't have the money. I had a capital on tap credit card that I liquidated to pay for coaching and mentorship, $55,000. I didn't even have the money, and I spent money that I didn't even have. And I was like, you talk about somebody who broke in. You know what I'm saying? And I got a wife, I got 3 kids. I had just got married. I'm making all these promises to my wife, and I'm like, I got to keep every single promise to my wife and to my kids. And then I told her, I said, look, I just got into coaching. I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I just got to figure this. I got to figure it out. But we can't stay in Chicago. We got to get out of here. I said, I got to get to Atlanta. I said, everybody that's doing good, that's doing well, they are in Atlanta. We need to be there. She said, well, when should we move? I said, yesterday. She said, well, we don't have money. How we going to move? I said, we're going to sell this house that we own. The market is up right now. The market was crazy during the pandemic for house sales. Interest rates was crazy. People were selling their house. I said, this house is going to sell in less than 30 days. I said, we just need to find a house. I said, we're going to take the money from this house sale. I said, because they can see my bank statements from the money that I've been generating. Although we ain't got it right now. They don't know that. We don't have to tell them that. They can just see whatever our last year bank statements. I said, we'll give them that. We'll sell this house. We'll take the money from this house and we'll buy a new house. In the exact same day, I'm telling you how God worked. In the exact same day that I sold my house, I bought a house that next hour. So I had 3 offers on my house in Chicago. We accepted the offer. They said they'll give us like an extra week to be able to move out. And then a house popped up on the market that we loved in Atlanta. And so we put in the bid for that. The owner was like, I'm doing open houses. I said, don't do an open house. I'll pay you $25,000 over asking price if you let me get the house. He said, it's sold. Sign the contract. I signed the contract, sold the house, all in the same 1 hour. That's not even, so you gotta have a different type of vision when you're going after your goals and dreams. And you gotta be able to see how God will line up the stars. You would say, dang, this not even possible. Then we bought a house that was double the price of our house. Come on, man, I ain't got a job. My business, I'm running out of business ideas. I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna go full-fledged into this credit thing because Soul ain't working. But we got to get to Atlanta. I'm gonna go full-fledged. We're gonna figure this thing out. Bro, this is how everything transpired and got to this point to where we at. I can't make none of this stuff up. I wish I could, but I can't.
Damn. Nah, it definitely takes you got to be built like that, because especially like, you know, you being a man in the house, you know, you have your daughters to take care of. A lot is on the line. So it's like the fact, you know, you kept going even with $0 in your bank account, like that's.
But what makes a person be built like that? What makes, like, it's a lot of men that's men of the houses.
Yeah.
But the question is, do you have the courage to act like the man of the house? You don't. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta say to yourself, this ain't about a plan B. This is who I'm planning to be. This ain't got nothing to do with plan B. This is who I'm planning to be. This is who God called me to be. So I'm going to walk in my purpose, with purpose, on purpose every single day. And there's nobody or nothing that's going to throw me off. Like, I sat down with my wife, I said, look, I just need you to hold down the houses, do your part. Let me do my part. Don't just support me. This ain't none of this going to make no sense. Ain't none of what I tell you, nothing what I'm going to say, none of what we're going to do, half of it ain't going to make sense. I just need you to just trust me. Because I damn near don't trust myself. I'm just trusting him. You see what I'm saying? Like, this ain't about me. This is about what I was called to do. This is who I'm planning to be. And most people, they kind of want to do stuff a little bit, but then they resort back. They like, well, if this don't work, I'm going to do this. No, this is going to work. My mind frame is either this is going to work or it's got to work. I don't know nothing about nothing else. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference between high-level entrepreneurs when they could say, they call us a 1%er, that the 1%er and everybody else, the person already can see themselves winning. They don't know about they don't care about the obstacle. They could see obstacles, but they prepare for the obstacle. They don't care about the obstacle. And they say, I'm gonna either go over it, under it, around it. Whatever, any obstacle. If I throw my hat over the fence and it's 10 pit bulls, they got a problem, not me. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of mindset you have to have in order to not only win, but win at a high level.
All right, so let me ask you guys a real quick question before we move forward any further in this episode. So listen, are you guys struggling with bad credit? Are you guys struggling with credit repair? Or are you struggling with getting funding? So now, if you answered yes to any of those questions, me and the Motion and Success team went ahead and created a community where we're showing you in depth and showing you exactly how to go out and repair your credit without having to hire a credit repair company and spending $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 and still have a chance of not getting any results. I'm going to show you how to use AI to repair your credit. Number two, if you're lacking having a strong credit report, I'm going to show you exactly what to do, where to go, and how to build up a strong profile. And number three, if you're looking to go out and get funding to go ahead and buy equipment for your business, expand your business, get working capital, hire employees, I'm going to show you exactly where to go to get the funds to grow and scale your business. So if you want to have some motion and success for your business, motion and success for your family, come ahead and join us home. And I'm going to see you guys inside the community. Go ahead and click the link down below. Now let's get back to the episode.
That's incredible. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That whole backstory is like even motivating. Like you said, it's like 1% of people who can actually really do that.
Yeah.
You know, because
everybody could do it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, people could do it, but most people they choose a path of security. Like they want to play safe. Like, hey, I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna get the 6-figure job.
Yeah.
And then it's usually an event that really makes people change. Like something has to happen. Like you said, you had the situation where you seen Sprint getting money, and like 15K deposits coming in.
Yeah.
And that motivated you. Like, yo, I gotta go out and get it. So, you know, with all these things that you've been through, like, what are some strategies or like, what are some things that you help push your mentees, like, kind of forward? Like, I know they gonna hit like the rough roads too, the rough patches. So how you keep them going? Like, how you push them based on your experience?
I think, 90% of success is your mindset and showing up for yourself every single day. The other 10% is God going to help you figure the rest of it out. I think that when you are on a journey to be ultra successful, you just really have to have tunnel vision, and you have to become different. Like a lot of people say to me now, they say, man, you ain't the same Dion that I knew. And I'd be like, no, I'm not. And they say, man, you acting weird, you acting funny. I am. I know. So you think that I was gonna get to 6, 7, and 8 figures being the same person, not acting different, not acting weird. So you thought that I was gonna be the exact same person that you met in high school or in college, or I'm not even the same person I was last year. Like the people that I want to hang around, the place I want to go, the things that I want to do, I'll tell my mentees, you have to be okay changing, and with people confusing your focus with phony. They're gonna call you phony as hell. They're gonna say you changed, you acted different. I have. I'm supposed to change. I cannot get the results that I want to get and get to the level that I want to get to if I'm going to operate at the same frequency, if I'm gonna do the same stuff. If when the guys call me, I'm gonna go kick it. If when the girls say it's ladies night, I'm gonna go hang out. You have to sacrifice something. My first, I would say 8, 9 years of full-time entrepreneurship, which is these last 8, 9 years, I truly miss weddings, barbecues, parties, birthdays, family and friends. I missed them. I ain't got time to kick it and chill and party with y'all. Now I can do that. I'm up. You know, like, and it's crazy. Like I remember being young and listening to some rap lyrics, and I didn't understand them. I get them now. When they say, I pull up in this, you can't afford this. Now I pull up in this, you can't afford this, and I can pay for everything. It may be a sad moment, but I could pay for the funeral. It may be a happy moment. I could pay for the birthday. I could pay for the wedding. I could pay for everything now. I could be the cousin that everybody calls. I could be the brother that I can be that person to everybody, but it took sacrifices. And this is what I'm trying to not only teach my mentees, but trying to teach the world. It's okay to be different. But when I say different, I don't mean like be like Cody, be like you, be like me. I mean like be you. Everybody was designed different. There's no real human on this earth that everything about them was exactly the same. There's some people that have similarities. They look similar. Even got twins, but even they're different. What I'm saying is go and be and do you. That's what makes people who they are. Your uniqueness is your gift. And I tell my mentees all the time, your gold is tied to your gifts. God gave us gifts and talents. If we don't operate in our gifts and in our talents, we think that making money or having an abundant lifestyle is hard. No, you're making it hard. I'm operating who I am. This is why it's easy for me to make money. This is why it's easy for me to teach people how to make money, because I'm operating who I am. This is my gift. This is my talent. When Cody and you, when everybody operates in their gift and their talents and who they are, that's when life becomes easy for you. Because you also got to have a mindset. You got to say, why is life hard for me? Well, life is hard for you because you're doing what's easy in life. You're taking the easy route out. I understand that they said go to college, graduate, get a good job. But damn, who has that really worked for?
Yeah.
Like who has college really worked for? Like, have y'all ever interviewed or even met a millionaire that said, I did what my parents did. I went to college, I graduated, I got a good job, I'm a millionaire.
I haven't. Not yet.
So why are we being okay with that condition and that mentality of graduate, going to school, get a good job? Like why is that okay? And all we doing is graduating, just being broke. With all kind of student loan debt, struggling. And it's like, here's what's crazy. Nobody has ever said that college is a scam, and that's the biggest scam. Ain't nobody calling none of these colleges, community colleges, universities. Ain't nobody calling them out saying, y'all scam y'all my money. They ain't lining up at the door knocking for a return or refund. You ain't charging back that. Charge that back. I'm just saying, like, for real. But then you'll say, oh, these coaches out here, No. Do your homework. Look at the track record. Pick your coach. You're gonna win. If that person is winning, if they're making the money, they driving the car, they got the lifestyle. You pay them. You do everything that they say do. You don't quit. You don't give up. Eventually, I don't know when. I can't tell nobody when, because most people are like, well, when am I gonna make money in 3 months? That's up to you. Right. Hell, you went to college for 4 years, and you ain't asked them when I'm gonna make. You was okay with 4 years. So damn, why don't you get a coach, get a mentor, and at least give it at least a year? Hell, give it half the time college. You got to have time to develop to become a different person. Because what people don't realize is that when you get a good coach, you get a good mentor, or you get into a coaching program, half of the battle is becoming a different person.
It's really the mindset.
It's the mindset. It's the person that you become. Then you get to go and do the thing and get the results. It ain't about looking pretty and looking cute and having a haircut and turning the camera on. And that's not what it's about. Y'all didn't show up here with fresh to death and haircut. It ain't about all of that. You like, bro, we're going to turn these cameras on. We're going to get busy because the people need this information. And y'all have helped thousands through delivering this information.
Absolutely.
Thousands.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
So now, you know, one of the things that we're in what, March? March. All right, so we're in March now.
Birthday was a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, bro. So now we're in March, right?
Yep.
So we got a few more months left before 2026 is here. And what's crazy, I actually seen your post yesterday. He was like, yo, you pull up on a random Saturday in 2026.
Yeah.
You and your boys, we were off in the lit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But, you know, so what's some of the ways and the strategies that we could maximize on, you know, us and also the audience can maximize on in the next few months so that way we could close off, you know?
Yeah, I think it's simple, but it's not easy. I think one of the very first things that a person has to do is instead of investing your money into the S&P 500, invest into the S&Me 500. And what I mean by that is it takes some time and opportunity to allocate a budget for yourself to say, all right, I've been trying to figure life out. Life ain't life in the way I want it to life. But I know that I have it in me to be successful. I know I have it in me to, you know, be the winner in my family. And so allocate a budget towards getting you a coach. That's the first thing that a person has to do, because a lot of people are trying to start a business, grow a business, scale a business, or make their first 6 or 7 figures in a year, but you don't really know how. It's like how could Kobe, LeBron, Michael Jordan, all them people, although they're very talented and they're very skilled, they can't win a championship without a coach. That's all a commonality between all of them. They have another coach and they have players around them. So when you get a coach, what a coach does is not only do they give you the information, the guidance and direction that they need, they give you an environment of accountability too. So now you're around other individuals, other high-level thinking individuals who have paid to get the same information and knowledge that you have, and y'all all in an environment together. And now y'all get to grow together, y'all get to run together, y'all get to collaborate together, and that's going to be your accountability community and partners. And then it's like the coach is giving me the information, but then more importantly, I got a community. But then if I ever decide I want to, let's just say, quit or give up, not only do I got this community, but I got this coach who won't let me quit. Like a lot of people, you got great ideas, or you see what I'm saying? Like it's hidden. Like you want to be successful, but then you're like, all right, you know, I'm gonna go. Instead of paying somebody, I'm gonna join this free Facebook group over here, and then I'm gonna go to YouTube, because you could Google all of this stuff. You could YouTube all of this stuff. Where are the YouTube and Google millionaires at though? The people that got at some point in time, you got to get yourself out of being conditioned to want and be okay with free. Like you got to put yourself and say, I want to become a premium person. And you got to want a premium experience. It's like, what's the point of paying, like LeBron and all of, they're not playing professional basketball to only just be in the NBA. Their goal is to win the championship. My goal when I became an entrepreneur wasn't just to be a okay or mediocre entrepreneur. I didn't want to be a part of the mediocre many. I want to be a part of the fantastic few. I want to be one of those few people that everybody say, yo, because of dude, my life has changed. Because of this person, I'm not the same person, or things are different from me. So my thing is, get you a coach. Then that coach is going to not only give you the information, strategies, and game you need in order to go execute on the information to get the results, but then you're going to have a community. You're going to have people that are going to be around, that are going to rally behind you. And I say every single entrepreneur, I don't care what industry you're in, this is what I teach. And I don't mind saying on the podcast, I teach every entrepreneur, they need what's called the 4 pillars of entrepreneurial success. You need 4 digital assets that somebody can pay for at any given time. This is how you make money in your sleep and not on your feet. You need your ebook. You need you a continuity, which is a course or a newsletter. You need a mentorship program. And you need so we got ebook, course, community, mentorship program. Those 4. Those 4 are like the legs that you're going to stand on as an entrepreneur, because at any given time, y'all got to think how many people come to y'all page, individual pages, and your podcast page, click on the link in your bio. Thousands. If let's just say you got a course for, let's just say $500, and every month only 10 people bought that course for $500. What is that? 5,000? That's just an extra 5,000 that we don't have to do nothing for, but we got a course and a link in our bio in order to learn how to start a podcast and monetize it successfully. It's only $500. You're going to have people just clicking the link in your bio, just buying the course. You have people clicking the link in your bio that's buying ebooks. What if we sell 10 ebooks at $50? That's $500. Now we have $5,500. What if we got a mentorship program? What if only one person a month decide that they want to take our, let's just say our 90-day mentorship program for 5K. Now we at 6,000 for the month. You see what I'm saying? This is how money is made. But we ain't doing nothing to make the money. We create the products one time and it makes money for itself. What if at the end of this year, y'all start a podcasting community? Let's just say it's $20 a month. At the end of the year, y'all got 1,000 people that have joined your community because it's $20 a month to learn how to start and monetize a podcast. You got $20,000 now a month coming in, added to your $5,500. That's $25,500 every single month. That's a little over, that's about $300,000 for the year for y'all to do what? What you already doing? You already doing it. You already doing it. So for anybody that's watching this and y'all as well, you have to position yourself to where you, instead of going to a university, become a university. The universities charge us for the information that they have. The problem with the university is they overly charge us hundreds of thousands of dollars to go for 4 years. And they take 4 years of our life that we can't get back. We can't get the 4 years back. We're in our prime at 18, 19, 20, 21. We're in our prime. They get us right in our prime. Where we think the best, we got the most energy, enthusiasm, and all of that. Then we get out of there with $100,000 plus in debt and we be sad because we're like, dang, what I'm gonna do? And it's because you learned from dude that was making 60,000 that was teaching you how to only make 60,000. You see what I'm saying? And then here's what's crazy. Nobody, 90% of the people don't work jobs in the industry that they got a degree in.
That's true.
Make it make sense.
It's crazy.
So don't worry about going to university. Position yourself as a university and let people pay you for your gifts that you have here. You put them down in the ebook. Give all of the game away. In the course, give all of the game away. In your mentorship, give all of the game away. In your community, give all of the game away. And people are going to say, cool. They're going to start telling people about your university. Okay, cool. Motion and Success, edu.com. Got it. Okay, cool. I'm going to go there. I'm going to sign up right now. I got it.
That's crazy.
Before March is out, I expect to see Motion and Success, edu.com.
That's in the works right
Boom,
now.
boom. And that's the link in the bio. Get my ebook on how to start your monetize your podcast. Get our course. Boom. Join our community. Get our coaching program. The people, they want the information. They just don't, they like, I'm looking for the menu. I don't know, how can I spend money with y'all? I don't know. And then that last one is book to become, to get on the podcast, to get featured on our podcast. And you're gonna have a lot of inquiries for it to get on the podcast. And then even those people may have people that they're gonna refer you to that want to become students, that want to become like. And then now you in communities, and you in my community speaking, you enjoy community speaking, you in Ebony community speaking, because they may have people that are in their niche, but people always want to do extra stuff. They always like me. I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'm about to start a podcast. You see what I'm saying? Like, so there are people that are doing things, but they want to do other things because that may be a hobby of theirs or maybe a passion of theirs. And so you guys got to provide that opportunity because y'all killing it, y'all crushing it. But it's like, if you know that you're good at the thing, why don't you give other people the opportunity? See, God said, be fruitful and multiply. That's where the money is in the multiplication. If you can teach people how to do what you do at the level that you do it at, you would never have to want and need for anything. That's how life go.
How big is social media today? Because a lot of times I see it's plenty of entrepreneurs who are offline. Like they do, whether it's business credit, whether it's Airbnb, but they're offline.
Yeah.
But when they start to come online, they're able to market themselves. They're making a ton of money.
Yeah.
So I know you're really, like, even online, I see your content. I'm like, yo, you're really, really good at marketing.
Yeah.
So what are some marketing strategies that you give entrepreneurs to help them like blow up and help their business grow?
I think that, again, I think it's about the value, and I think it's about free information. Most entrepreneurs and business owners are afraid to give information away for free. So like when I do podcast interviews, give or take, let's just say, I'll take those clips from the podcast where I'm giving away good game. I'm giving away crazy game, whether it's about credit, whatever it is, and I'm posting it. And I want to give the information away because at the end of the day, that's not all that I got. And so if I can give away information and somebody say, dang, that was good, and they go get a win. Like I remember I went on my guy, Man Kebo podcast, and he was like, give us, a few plays where somebody can increase their credit. I said, okay, here you can go these 3 things, increase your credit score 100 points, right? Everybody was going there and they was increasing their credit. So what it did was it had a lot of people come to me saying, I want you to mentor me. I want you to coach me. But it was because I was willing to give away information for free that it got people to want to come and spend money with me and spend more money with me because they got what's called a quick win. Most entrepreneurs, they don't know how to market the right way. They're trying to not give any value, any game away, and they're trying to hope that people are going to just come in, just automatically spend. Why should I spend money with you? You got to think about, why are you spending money with other people? It's because when you see them, you say, oh, that person is good. I like that piece of information. I like that strategy. Let me go see if I buy something else. It's got to be getting gooder if I go buy. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So my piece of advice is, when you got a package of information, you ready to post, give away your good stuff. It's okay to give away good. Like, it's okay to give away game. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, I'm also saying that I think that to a certain degree, some information needs to be kept at a higher level for mentorship, because not all audience is privy to the information that you're going to be given. So you got to be careful with that as well, because some people, you'll give away a piece of high level information and they may not even understand it, but they'll try to go run it and then they'll mess it up for everybody. You see what I'm saying? They'll blow up the spot for everybody. They'll mess it up so then now nobody else can get to benefit from that piece of information you gave away. But a really good piece of game that I can give away for, let's just say, if you want to put out content that can go viral, is, I teach this is HVO and HSO. HVO is hook value offer. So you put up a hook, here go to 3 banks or 3 credit unions that you can go get $10,000 in, let's say, in funding right now, and you point to it, right? That's the hook. The value is, let's just say you're going to say, well, you go to this credit, you showing us, you go to this credit union, here's how you become a member here. You go to this credit union, this is how you become a member. You go to this credit union, you pay $5 fee to DCU, you become a member, boom. And then the O is the offer. Click the link in my bio to purchase my ebook, or comment the word credit below, and I'm gonna send you my ebook in your DM for 50% off. HSO is hook story offer. There's the hook again. The story is, I helped my client Cody. We went out to the bank. I set up an appointment at Navy Federal. He did this. He did a pledge loan. He did this. And then in 90 days, his credit score went up. And then he was able to apply. He got an auto loan for $100,000. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the story. And then boom, the offer again. Click the link in my bio or comment the word whatever below in order to straight to, like, it hits all the time. It ain't a question of is it going to hit. It's just a matter of when it's going to hit. And that's another piece too, is people are not patient with their content. They're not patient with success. Like, nobody has patience. And so all I can tell you is just be patient when you create your content, be patient with success, and it's going to happen for you.
Nah, definitely. I totally agree. Because even us, being on interviews, doing podcasts with some entrepreneurs, some of them, they try to gatekeep info. They're like, you gotta get into mentorship.
Nah, that's crazy.
And I'm like, I noticed their content, when we put it out, it don't do too well because they're holding so much things.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, people gotta, you gotta come on and you gotta over deliver, like you said. You gotta really over deliver.
100%.
But nah, definitely gotta say, you've been killing it. And I seen in the credit space, you had a software.
Yep.
How has that been going?
Been amazing, man. They're impacting a lot of people. Like, I was out yesterday and I went to a restaurant. I went to and I thought I was gonna see you there too. For Chris's event, went to MCK. Oh. Yep. So y'all didn't get to go there, but look, this is crazy. This guy ran up on me while I was literally walking in the door, and I'm gonna show you this because I never, like, I always just keep it real about who I am and what I do and the value that I provide. This guy literally ran up on me while I was going into, look at this, look right here, let me show you.
Today, what? 66 points up, bro. Today, bro. Look.
Come on, man. Listen, it's the mindset people in you live. Listen, if you not rocko Metro 2, you need to rocko Metro 2.
Let them know, bro.
It's the results for me.
It's the results for me, too.
And investing in yourself.
Yeah.
Trusting in yourself and following up. Being consistent.
Yes, sir.
Most important thing, because you got to trust in your ability to show up for you, because no one's going to do it like you. Other than your mother, ain't nobody going to show up for you.
I appreciate that, bro.
Look, right there on the spot. Before I could get in the restaurant, dude, like, man, my score just jumped, like, today, 66 points using Metro 2. He's like, I appreciate you. And then while I was in there was another gentleman whose score went up to like 87 points. He as soon as I got in the door, he's like, yo, bro. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, so this happens for me all the time, and it's based around the Metro 2 compliance software that I was able to create. I want to do something special for y'all people too, man. What I want to do is if they go to metro2phenom.com, that's the website where they'll be able to see all the information, like see how the software is, see how it works. When they click register and they create an account and they subscribe, once they subscribe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that anybody that's watching this episode that goes and they subscribe, I'm going to send them all 4 of my ebooks for free. Wow. So once they subscribe, the cheapest rate plan that you can get to start your own credit repair process. So if you want to use this software to repair your own credit or start a company, Yeah, start a credit repair. Like, you don't have to pay nobody else to do it. You can use this software. It's $97 a month until you get your desired results. Like, you got to think, some people got bankruptcies and they've used this software for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. We talking about $300, $400, $500 and deleting hundreds and thousands of dollars in bankruptcies. Like, it's worth it. You just got to be patient. Like, it's going to happen. So whether you want to do this for yourself or you want to start a credit repair company, once you subscribe and you pay that $97 or you get a rate plan for $147, I don't care which rate plan you get. When you click that subscription in your email, you go in there, I'm gonna make sure everybody gets that ebook. All 4 of my ebooks are free. This is Metro 2 ebook, how to structure your personal credit profile, learn about all of the data points and how to use Metro 2. I'm gonna get them that. I'm getting my business credit ebook. That's gonna show how to build business credit in the next 120 days. They're gonna get that for free. I'm gonna get them my manufacturer spending ebook, which show them how to liquidate credit cards legally in the right way, so that way they can get cash back and reward points. And then I'm gonna get them my what's my other book? I'm gonna get them bank funding ebook, where I give you a list of like 30 banks that you can go to get your first 25,000 plus in credit cards.
How much you sell those for individually?
Individually, I sell them when I do like a combo, like $400 or $500, like $527, give or take. So for y'all people, if they go there, once they watch it, by the time they watch this episode, I'm gonna make sure. Yeah.
You know, it's crazy because Herman gave a play. He was like, yo, it's a four credit card play. The people was going crazy. He was like, yo, you only got 90 days before this play is gone. So
Yeah.
go in and get this before it's gone. So
I do the same thing. If you watching this episode, you got 90 days before the play is done. Okay, so look, you go to Metro 2 Phenom. That's METRO, the number 2, PHENOM.com, Metro2Phenom.com. Man, go ahead and register, create your account. But then once you subscribe, that means that you are a payer. You're a subscriber to start your credit repair company or to help other people improve their credit because you're going to start a business. You're going to get an email. That's your registration email. There's going to be a link in there, and it's going to give you access to all 4 of those products. All right, I got them. Just for y'all.
Y'all better tap in. Y'all already know they say information changes situations, so y'all definitely better tap in. Like, that's amazing, bro. You know, the fact that you even got a software that's repairing people credit.
Yeah.
How big is AI? Because we in the AI, like, I feel like AI is coming up crazy right now.
Yeah. AI has changed the game for me because I didn't really have a whole lot of knowledge on it. But luckily for me, I had some developers that did, and they understood it. And so when we created our software, not only did we leverage Metro 2 compliance, but we leverage AI as well. So the software, every 2 to 3 minutes, is automatically updating itself, looking at the results that we're getting from the credit bureaus, and it's changing itself based upon how the credit bureaus are reacting to the letter. So a lot of people be like, oh, Metro 2 don't work, and they catching on to it. There's nothing that they can catch on to. And this is a compliance standard that they put in place. So this is their information. This is their game, and it's out there. It's public knowledge. You can Google it, but nobody is is aware of it. And that's what they say. Like, awareness and knowledge is key. Like, I'm just making y'all aware of something that has been out there for years. We talk about, like, the crazy part. We look at the history of credit. Credit wasn't really start to be used until the 1950s. We only in 2025, so it was not that long ago. We talking about like 75 years. People start to say, well, I'll give you this on credit. I'll give you that on credit. You got to pay me back. And they started to judge people. And Metro 2 came around in 1997. We talking about in 1997, something was put in place that says, if the information that is being reported on the consumer credit profile don't meet compliance standard of reportability, it jeopardizes the integrity of the information that's being reported, i.e. bankruptcy, student loans, late payments, collections, repossessions, foreclosures, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't meet the compliance standard of reportability, you got to delete it. It can't stay. So when a person understands this and they learns this and they start using Metro 2, because Metro 2 speaks the language of e-Oscar, when you send in your letters to the credit bureaus, it changes the game. You're not going to get a letter that says, oh, we verified it. It's all good. It's yours. You can't verify something that doesn't meet the compliance standard. Only thing they could do is do 1 or 2 things. Either they could send you a stall letter to say, we just want to make sure this is you, which is a BS letter, or they can give you the results. That's it. With Metro 2, you're gonna get results. They're gonna get delivered for sure. Ain't even no question about it.
Yeah. As an entrepreneur, how big is staying up to date? Like, you know, it's a lot of trends going on.
Yeah.
A lot of things get watered down eventually.
Yep.
So how do you stay up to date with the latest trends, keeping yourself, like, you know, in tune, especially, like, you know, you've been at zero.
Yeah.
And I know you don't want to go back. So how do you stay up to date, and how do you protect yourself from going back?
That's a really good question, because most people they say they're a coach, but they don't have a coach. And so for me, the way that I step on trends and what's going on is I keep a coach. Shout out to my mentor, my coach, Myron Golden. And I'm able to stay in the rooms with these high level people who we're part of what's going on. So it's like for me, I'm a part of the trend. I'm a part of what's happening. I'm a part of what's going on. So for me, it's easy to tell my people, hey, yo, that ain't working. Stop, don't do that no more. So it's very important because you got to be able to speak from current times and experience of what's working, because if you can't do that and you're trying to, let's just say, teach or give people something that's not working, then that's bad on you as a leader. That's bad leadership. That's bad information. It's expired information. It's not good information.
Yeah.
So it's very important to stay up on times, because if not, then you will go out of business. Like, can you imagine Apple still got the same software since 2000? That would have been crazy. Like if we picked up our iPhones and they still look the same since 2000, you'd be like, dang. So we will all have Samsungs. We will all have Android. You know what I'm saying? Because they have these latest and up-to-date features. Like, you have to stay up with the times. Everybody wants what's new. Everybody wants what's relevant and what's current. This is why artists have to put out consistently new music, because the beats are different, the moves are different, the dances are different, and you can't just keep putting out the same old stuff. That's why music has evolved the way it is. And so the same thing happens for entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship evolves, and you got to be willing to evolve with the times. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
This is definitely, this is one of them ones, bro. Like, you know, especially, you know, anytime we have like high level entrepreneurs, you know, we try to pick y'all brains as much as we can.
That's
you know what I'm
good.
saying?
That's good.
Man, think about some nice.
Hey, listen, I need y'all to have that motion and success edu.com, man. The people need, I bet you underneath this episode, they're going to say, yeah, I need that.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's actually part of the reason why we that's what we came.
That's good. That's good. Okay.
Came out here.
Y'all make me feel better then.
It's definitely in the works. So at this level that you are right now, I seen, you know, bought mom's a crib.
Oh yeah.
You know, just finished your own home as well. So
yeah.
like, what's next for you? 2025.
You know what's crazy? I just bought my mom a crib. It's about a month ago. Her birthday was February 11th. So shout out to mom. So I bought her a crib.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, no, I got so many people reposted that. So many people reached out and was like, yo, they was just really saying that that's what it was all about at the end of the day. They was like, I don't care about none else. And I feel the same way. Like, none of the jewelry, none of the cars, none of that stuff mattered. That meant the most to me out of everything. Like, I still, when I think about it now, if I can't, it's hard for me to look at that post, because it just it makes me so emotional. Like, I had somebody on Facebook and they said, do me a favor, don't highlight, y'all stop commenting on this post, because I can't stop crying. It was like, every time somebody comment, I get a notification, I see this post, I keep crying. And what's even crazier is I got mom's house built and finished before I took care of myself. Wow. So my house is actually just got done and get finished being built. And the beautiful part is my mom is 10 minutes down the street from me, is why I built her house. So I'm moving into my house this week, me and the family. So that's really what's next for us. And other than that, man, is the beautiful thing about God is I named my company Dominate the Decade Mentorship Group. And so at my job, I dominated for 10 years straight. And you got to think about, I started entrepreneurship full-time in 2016. We're in 2025. Next year will be a decade.
Wow.
And although my success just started about 4 years ago, I still dominated that decade, because those first 6 years or so, it was really the test to become a part of my testimony. And people don't understand, like, most people can't win in life because they too worried about when they're going to win, and they never end up winning. You catch what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you say to yourself, like, when am I going to catch my wins? Like, when I'm going to win? So they so worried about when, W-H-E-N, when they're going to win, W-I-N, that they never end up winning. And so for me, I had to go through 6 years of full-time entrepreneurship, of trial and error, failing, and learning lessons and failing to get to the point that I'm at. And next year will be a decade of full-time entrepreneurship. And I'm just gonna really, at that point, once we get through those 14 years, I'm gonna just slow down and focus on just the people. I'm not gonna worry about, you know, my products, the service, like none of that. I'm just gonna really focus on just really high level coaching and mentorship, and just focus on creating 6 and 7 figure earners and impacting people, and just really duplicating myself. Because if people could think the way that I think and impact people and love on people the way that I love on people, we would have a more successful culture and environment and world, period. And so that's just really gonna be my focus. So for me, that's what's next. It's just really, I'm going into a transitional period of just focusing on more high level coaching, like my current mentor, Myron, and just focusing on my software because I think that that's very impactful as well, and getting more people, getting more partnerships within my software as well because it's a game changer without a shadow of a doubt. And that's really gonna be the focus, bro. Other than that, I don't think nothing else is important, and just really spending time with my family and just giving God the glory. That's it. Yep.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I think honestly, like I feel like going into the next like possible decade, I'm thinking maybe like the school system might start phasing out, bro. Yeah. What would you do if one of the schools wanted to collaborate with you? Like, hey, come in and teach the kids, or like a college class or something like that. Would that be something you're interested in?
Yeah, that's been on my radar. It's something that I think I would have to prepare for and really truly be ready for because I want to make sure that the curriculum meets the people where they at. I don't want to talk below and I don't want to talk above. I want to create a curriculum that grammar school, high school, and collegiate students can all, take advantage of it. So I'll be with it. I just think that, I think that that'll be, and that's something that I think could be a part of my next stage too. But I just think, kind of like y'all said, I think it's harder for people who are really teaching financial literacy to get into the school because schools don't really want you to know that. Like they don't teach that in school. They don't teach nothing about credit and finance because it's really that type of information is really like it keeps you wealthy or it keeps you broke.
Yeah.
So if we teach credit and we teach financial literacy in the schools, then they're probably not going to get a job. They're probably going to go leverage their credit and get a loan and start a business. Yeah. We don't want them to do that. We want them to go be workers. See what I'm saying? So it's hard for us to get in there. You think people have been trying to kick that door and they have, but you get rejected, you get denied because it's like, oh no, you're doing too much. Yeah. You're gonna put us out of business. You know what I mean? Like universities, they don't want that.
That's true.
It's like we're a direct competitor to universities. Like I'm a problem for a university. I'm a problem. Like they don't want me in there. They don't want to see that because I'm going to. Like, if I was to go into a university and I was to speak, I would disrupt the class. And it's going to spread. They were like, yo, this dude came in and was talking about starting a business, and leveraging my credit. And I got a 700. And then I told my daddy to add me as authorized user on my like, yo, I'm going to tear it up in there. And then they're going to be like, I don't need to go to class. It's going to cause a problem. Enrollment is going to be crazy. If every entrepreneur could get into one university, it's over with. They out of there.
I feel like there's some of the key features of a university is also in your school, in your programs too. You got graduation ceremonies.
Yeah.
You got weekly classes, weekly sessions.
I give out plaques like that's like your degree almost. It says that I did it,
Equivalent, yeah, absolutely.
Come on.
The only thing I think is different is like people actually get that return. They get return that you get a return to school for sure, but I'm more like financial return.
Yeah.
That side. So definitely, I think a lot of the characteristics in school definitely is in the program as well. Yeah. Any final thoughts you want to share before we wrap up?
Yeah, man. I just want more people to believe in themselves. I think that if you can believe, then you can more than achieve. I think that more people need to start having those difficult conversations in the mirror with themselves and realize that if you want to be where you at, it's because that's what you asked for. Like if you look in the mirror right now and you look at where you live and you look at where you drive, and you look at your bank account, it's because that's what you worked for and that's what you asked for. You have a little because you asked for a little. You said, God, give me a little car so I can get back and forth to work. That's what you asked for. You asked for a car to get back and forth to work. Yeah. You said, God, you could just give me a job and I ain't gonna even trip. Yeah. I just need a little job to hold me over for a little while. God, just give me out my mama's house. Just give me a little apartment. You in a little apartment. You asked for everything that you got and you try to figure out, why am I in this situation? It's what you asked for, and more importantly, it's what you work for. The Bible said faith without works is dead. So you prayed and you asked, but you just put in enough work to get exactly what you asked for. If you start asking for bigger, you'll get bigger. And that's my final message. You can't close it out, huh?
It was a lot of gems dropped on this one, man. Like for sure. Like I'm super glad we was able to finally have Dion on. I knew this one was gonna be a good one.
I'm like, man, because Bree was actually like when you have Dion, I'm like,
Oh yeah, I remember.
build up towards that. You gotta build up to. I know it's just you shoot a message, see who you. We gotta build.
I said the same thing. I'm like, yo, Cody, why you like, yo, we been supposed to have Dion on for a while. Cody like, bro, we gotta get to that, Yeah, I'm like, all right, bro. But nah, this
what I'll do too. Just to make it simple, easy for y'all people, I'll have them. Let me do this. This is gonna be right on the spot. Watch this. We're gonna do this right on the spot. I'm gonna do this just like this. Check this out. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this just like this. So that way, I'm gonna make it super special for y'all people. So that's what we'll do. I'm gonna have them text in his number. So that way, they ain't even got to worry about, well, dang, how they going to know to get me the free books? Oh, no, don't even trip. I got y'all. I'm going to log into this account real quick, and I'm going to give them this number so that way they can have it. And y'all, you going to watch me do it right here live on here. So if you stay to the end, this is your treat right here. I got y'all. All right. So here we go. Look. You see this number right here? I'm gonna have them. This is Motion and Success Podcast, right? Yeah. I'm gonna text them. Have them text Motion to 855-487-5117. I'm gonna send in the link to the software, and that link is gonna automatically know that they came from y'all podcast. So when they subscribe and they register, they gonna get those free products in their email. Ooh. So that's it right there. So they don't say I ain't.
Wait, say that number again.
Text Motion to 855-487-5117. And look, I'm gonna let you watch me do this. Watch this. Look, I'm gonna go to this keyword. I'm gonna hit this right here. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to this right here. Look, I'm gonna show y'all. Watch me do this. Look, and that is boom boom. Keywords. So they gonna have this. I know y'all gonna probably edit all of this up anyway, though, right? Yeah. All right, cool. I'm gonna let y'all watch me do this real quick. I'm gonna go to boom. All right, keywords. All right, so we go, man, I just want to add keyword. So I'm going to go to keyword. I'm going to go Motion. So this is Motion. I ain't want to make it too long. I add the group later. So I'm going to add that in there, but I'm going to just add it. So look, I'm on the back right now. Look, I'm going to add it. Keyword Motion. The keyword is already used. All right, so let me do this. And would you like to add it to dedicate token number? Okay. So we should be at it. That should be. All right, your keyword success. You now text the word Motion to 855-487-5117. So anybody that get that, I'm gonna send them. They're gonna get the link to the software, and when they use that, it's gonna automatically send them. When they subscribe, they're gonna get an email, and inside the email is gonna have all 4 of those ebooks for everybody that text in Motion to that number. Just like that.
It's a done deal, y'all. Done deal.
Nah, y'all definitely better tap in. It's a lot of great information Dion gave. And if you stay to the end, you got a treat just now. So definitely take advantage of that. And yo, bro, this was a good one. And we definitely gotta announce, like, our community is launching soon, real soon. We building it out. So we excited about it. We definitely gotta have Dion on in the future for sure. Come and even expand on the game, because as y'all could tell, like, Dion's a super knowledgeable guy, so definitely like somebody who we would definitely be interested in having on. So
I'm with it.
But yo, like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Definitely, and tap in. Stay tuned. We always bring a good quality guest on. So it's gonna stay like that. If you have emotion and success, this is the platform for you. So shout out to Dion. I appreciate you, bro, for stopping by.
Absolutely.
And yeah, bro, for sure. This one.
End off. My fault, y'all. So we gonna end off right here. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we gonna see you in the next one. Peace.
Yes, sir.
So listen, y'all. This is what hard work looks like. 4 years ago, my mentor Dion went from zero to making millions of dollars. He's on his second lamb now, and I'm about to try it out just to see how it feels. Cause listen, I see my guy Darius got a lamb. I see Smitty got a lamb. Yeah. Everybody got a lamb. I'm like, hold on. Yeah. I'm telling my guy I'm like, yo, bro, times is coming. We launching our community. We following some of the places on the side of the episode. Now listen, the moment of truth is here. Woo. Hold on.
Get that unlocked. Yep.
Oh, it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's a little different. Hold on.
Yeah. Ooh, that boy in there.
Oh, you see the rocket shit? You got to lift the thing up, you know, to start it up. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
this
it's
how you
crazy.
start it up.
He said, how you drop the window?